Hello, everyone. This is Zami Eccles-Erwin from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and the director of the Oregon Screams Horror Film Festival. Right now, we're gearing up for our fall 2024 event, which is going to take place on October 17th at the beautiful historic Clinton Street Theater in Portland, Oregon. It's going to be a day of networking, and there's going to be an awards presentation and lots of horror film screenings. It's going to be a great time. And in preparation of that, we are talking with some of our participating filmmakers. Today, we're talking to Tom Hirschler, who is the writer and producer behind the film Jack. Tom, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Yeah,
So
thanks
tell
for
me,
having me.
what inspired Jack?
Yeah, so I'm actually part of a film collaborative here in Seattle called Chroma Dreams. And back in the fall, somebody suggested that a bunch of us do micro shorts, horror micro shorts, for fun and just kind of keep up skills and everything. And so people went on to the channel, the Discord channel, and pitched different ideas. And I really was just trying to think of something that we could do pretty easily, that was straightforward, didn't have a huge cast, and they could come across in about like 30 seconds or so. And so just kind of the idea just kind of came to me of basically just a little kid being on their own and something coming after them, and it just kind of evolved from there. And then Joe Jacobs, who is the director of the short, signed up and said that he wanted to direct it. So we went back and forth from there, kind of pitching ideas on kind of how to improve on that concept. And what we came up with was the final product that hopefully everybody will enjoy.
Excellent. So it's kind of like this rapid fire horror thing. And it seems like one of the goals is making something that's very high quality, because the first thing that strikes me about this film is that it's extremely polished, definitely like industry standard level. I'm curious, what was that process like? I know you had lighting guys and cinematographer. What was the onset process like?
Yeah, I mean the Chroma Dreams group has a lot of accomplished folks in it, a lot of accomplished members. So I already mentioned Joe, who's the director, who has a ton of experience in the industry. Matthew McIntyre, who's the DP, is fantastic. Worked with him actually on another project since then that I directed, and we have another one that we're working on together next month. Another horror short, a little bit longer. Nikki Smith, who was the gaffer on it, is amazing. He's directed things himself that are awesome. So just really lucky to have such a fantastic group of talented folks who have a lot of exciting ideas, creative ideas, and are really skilled to help pull off something as amazing and polished. This is my first time producing something, and so just felt like I had such a fantastic group of folks to work with on it. So just really really lucky and fortunate there.
That's excellent. Well, you got a great team together, and the final product looks amazing. I'm curious about the costume and makeup, because that the clown is awesome looking, super scary. What was the story behind that?
Yeah, Michelle Munoz, who did the makeup for that, is just super talented. That's actually me, who's the clown in
Oh,
there, and
nice.
yeah, we talked about it beforehand and about the concept, and she's so creative. It just was like, hey, just whatever you want to do for the clown makeup that kind of aligns with the concept and everything. And she came up with the design of it. I didn't realize this, but I guess a lot of clown face designs are proprietary, and so she wanted to be real careful about not
Okay.
stepping on a design that belong to somebody, and just came up with this cool idea. And honestly, like, sitting there watching her put on the makeup on me in the mirror, I couldn't even believe it was me. Yeah, I mean, she just 90% of that performance was Michelle's makeup. I can't say enough about working with her and how fantastic she is. And kind of similar to Matthew, have already worked with her again on other shorts, and she's working on the one coming up in August as well. So just a great group of folks that love working with and look forward to working with again in the future for sure.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, the transformative makeup and the awesome practical lighting, I think that just lends itself something very real and very kind of scary and raw with this one. And it was great to see. So I'm
Yeah,
curious,
yeah.
what
So
did you learn from
so much
what
better
did you
than I
learn?
could have even expected, to be honest.
Oh, totally. I can't even imagine the feeling of sitting in the chair, watching my face transform into something that's actually just kind of terrifying to behold. That's
Yeah,
got to be
looking
like
at
that. a weird
Yeah,
feeling.
looking at the pictures after, I'm like, I can't even believe that's me. Like it just, yeah, it's awesome.
Well, so tell me, what did you learn from this process? You got to work with a lot of talented people. You got to work with a group you're familiar with. Well, what did you take away from this?
Yeah, I mean, so much. I'm a writer by background, and really set a goal for myself this year to work more on the production side, to really improve my writing skills by seeing what the production folks really need from a script. And so I really knew practically nothing at the start of this. Joe was great, really held my hand as we walked through it. Was really a collaborative process back and forth, and I really didn't even when we started know what to be quite honest. Learned so much about just putting the nuts and bolts of a production together. Like I mentioned earlier, I've done well, I think I mentioned earlier, I've produced two more shorts since this one, and
Right.
just the learning curve is tremendous. But it's super fun. I mean, the collaboration of it, and bringing people in the process, and everybody has a lot of energy, is it excited. So just basically starting from square one with this short, of learning everything about being on a film set, and how everything works together, and who does what.
Totally.
I've been trying to help out on a lot of shorts that other folks have been doing this year as well, to really get the feel for what other people's sets feel like, and how things should be run. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it's been a blast.
That's great. I admire that a lot, and I think that's very excellent advice for people who want to get into independent film creation. Is work in all the different steps. I mean, kind of inherent to indie films that you're going to have to wear a lot of hats, and the more you can jump in and familiarize yourself, like you said, knowing what it looks like on set and behind the camera and everything is going to inform your writing, and you're going to hone that craft. And I think that's very valuable advice. Um, so I'm curious, these other shorts that you've made, is this going to maybe become an anthology, or are these all standalones?
I mean, so far standalones. The first short they ended up directing was for actually like a 72-hour noir fest, a
Oh,
few
sweet.
months back. Yeah, and that was fun. A lot of the same folks worked with on that one. That one was about 8.5 minutes. And had been submitting it out to fests. And then did another kind of micro shorts like a month and a half or so ago, kind of horror, sci-fi, and same kind of thing. So much of it is for the fun of it and getting the experience and kind of sending it out, and just really enjoy things like this where we can share something we created for other folks to have a blast. And ideally, I'm hoping to be able to get down there for the fest. It's not that far down the road, because
Totally.
it's fantastic to see something that you made with an audience, and really getting to see folks having a good time, and enjoying it. So
Absolutely, and I admire the keep film local to Washington kind of idea, where really amplifying and trying to promote Pacific Northwest based filmmaking. Doesn't all take place in LA. I think that's important to remember, especially for a lot of people who are far away from the film hubs. Um, do you have any other
yeah,
new
yeah, I'm just
shorts
blown away
in the
by how
work?
much. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
continue. Sorry.
Um, oh yeah, no, I'm just blown away how much like amazing talented people there are in the Pacific Northwest working on film. It's just seeing other people's shorts. It's just great stuff. But sorry, I interrupted your question. So yeah, I got a couple more that. So the last one that I worked on that I mentioned that was kind of horror sci-fi is in post production now, finishing up some
Mhm.
VFX work. Which speaking of learning curve, that's my first time doing something that has kind of
Oh yeah,
VFX
that's
work in it. Yeah, and then working on next month another horror short, kind of a haunted house short, hoping to be around like 3-4 minute mark, and going for kind of a faux single take, um,
oh cool.
kind of film. Yeah, I'm trying to mix it up and do things that are fun for everybody to kind of expand what we're doing. So trying to do something a little bit different each time, and then hoping to shoot another short in kind of November timeframe that's kind of a throwback 1960s style kind of heist caper
Oh,
kind of
sweet.
deal. So yeah, so pulling together folks for that one right now, and fingers crossed, trying to land some locations. But yeah, just trying to make fun things that hopefully people will have a good time watching, and would like to share and get out into the world for sure.
Well, these all sound great, and it's cool to see that you have a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of good momentum with your filmmaking craft. Um, is there anything else you'd like to say about Jack?
Yeah, I mean, I just hope people love it. Again, the idea is just for a fun little thing, and again, want to share the tremendous work from the folks in our group, and get people's names out there as good people to work with. Just love the collaborative spirit of everybody in the group, and hope people have a good time.
Excellent. Well, it's short, it's sweet, it's polished, it's scary, and it's great that it's local, more or less, and something that we can highlight the talented people who worked on it and network and find new friends and new projects at the festival on October 17th. I'm excited to play it. Thank you so much, Tom, for talking to me, and I hope to see you there.
Yeah, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Take care.